and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. We have got you all the latest news and updates from the blockchain technology world. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Bitcoin holds near $40,000 amid macroeconomic concerns. Stablecoin issuer Circle raises $400 million partners BlackRock. Terra bridge adds support for Avalanche, Solana, Fantom and other networks. Former Ethereum developer Griffith jailed for North Korea trip. Pantera Capital's blockchain fund set to close with $1.3 billion in commitments. Metaverse firm buys Esports company ReKT for $470 million in stock. Iran to launch its own CBDC Crypto-Rial. Silver Lake leads $150 million round in NFT platform Genies. Most cryptocurrencies traded higher, with Bitcoin holding near $40,000 amid record US inflation and rising energy prices. US Consumer Price Index report showed the inflation accelerated 8.5% in March, a new four-decade high. Some economists and analysts argued that inflation may have peaked and the spiral may slow down, helping stocks climb higher. Later in the day, crude oil prices rebounding over $100 per barrel dented optimism, pulling stocks lower. All major US stock indices ended lower. However, cryptocurrency investors seem to have regained faith in the digital asset class, with liquidations easing to near $150 million in 24-hour period from over $350 million a day earlier. However, funding rates in futures pointed to the fact that the rebound could be short-lived as bearish bets were seen accumulating across exchanges. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency, traded near $40,000 recently, up nearly 0.6% in the past 24 hours. Ether, the second biggest cryptocurrency, traded above $3,000, also up nearly 2% in the same time frame. Other major altcoins too traded higher. Among the meme coins, Shiba Inu jumped nearly 20% after Robinhood announced the listing of the token on its platform. Circle Internet Financial, a major peer-to-peer payments firm and the principal operator of the USD coin, has announced a $400 million funding round and a new strategic partnership with the American investment firm BlackRock. The USDC issuer has entered into an agreement for a funding round with BlackRock, the investment advisory firm Fidelity Management and Research, the London-based hedge fund Marshall Wace and Finn Capital. The investment round is expected to close in the second quarter of 2022. In addition to its corporate strategic investment and role as a primary asset manager of USDC cash reserve, BlackRock has entered into a broader strategic partnership with Circle, which includes exploring capital market applications for USDC. The funding aims to promote Circle's development amid the growing demand for the United States dollar-based digital currency. This funding round will drive the next evolution of Circle's growth, said Jeremy Allaire, co-founder and CEO of Circle, said in a statement. USDC is one of the fastest growing dollar digital currencies, reaching $50 billion market capitalization in February 2022 after launching in September 2018. Circle is the second largest stablecoin by market capitalization after Tether and is the fifth largest cryptocurrency by value. Terra's decentralized finance tool has announced that it has added support for 5 new blockchains to the Terra bridge. Terra Bridge is a network that supports cross-chain cryptocurrency transfers between Terra and other supported blockchains. Do Kwon, founder of the Terra blockchain network, in a tweet revealed that the newly added blockchains included Solana, Avalanche, Fantom, Osmosis and the Moonbeam network. With the addition of 5 new networks, users can now send Terra asset across supported blockchains via their respective bridges. After the latest addition, the Terra bridge now supports a total of 11 blockchains, including Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon, among others. Virgil Griffith, former Ethereum developer, will serve 63 months in prison and pay a $100,000 fine for helping North Koreans use cryptocurrencies to evade sanctions. In September, Griffith pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to violate international sanctions against North Korea. Griffith was arrested in November 2019 after giving a talk at a cryptocurrency conference in Pyongyang in April of the year. Griffith has already spent approximately 2 years in custody, though he was released on bail on 14 of those months. The court will count the remaining 10 months as time served. Both the judge and the prosecution referenced the ongoing war in Ukraine, as well as the US government's use of sanctions against Russia to justify the need for a harsh sentence in order to deter Griffith and similarly situated others from future violations of US sanctions laws. Pantera Capital is slated to close the Pantera blockchain fund, its first blockchain fund, soon with nearly $1.3 billion in committed capital. The amount is more than double the $600 million target when the company began fundraising last November. Pantera earlier this month had said that commitments had surpassed $1 billion. Pantera also outlined its near-term roadmap, including plans for a second blockchain fund in 2023. In an investors' conference call, Franklin B., director of portfolio development at Pantera, said the follow-up will have essentially the same objectives as the initial fund: new deals in early-stage private tokens and venture capital. The investor call was for the new Pantera Select Fund announced last week with a $200 million commitment to invest in more mature, revenue-generating companies, according to a client letter. Metaverse company Infinite Reality has agreed to purchase esports giant ReKT Global for $470 million in an all-stock deal, bolstering Infinite's plan to expand its offerings, the company said on Tuesday. With the acquisition, Infinite said it seeks to add ReKT's entertainment and esports business to its existing platform, which covers social, gaming, virtual and remote production, non-fungible token minting, content and metaverse creation. The deal is based on an equity valuation for Infinite Reality of $2 billion for a combined post-close valuation of $2.47 billion. Infinite Reality plans to go public in a SPAC merger with Universal Security Instruments. ReKT is known for its esports teams such as Team Rouge and London Loyal Ravens. Rouge has garnered 14 world titles and 23 major championships, according to ReKT's website. Celebrity DJ Steve Aoki is one of ReKT's investors. The Central Bank of Iran has said that it issued a notification to domestic banks and credit facilities about the regulatory framework for Iran's central bank digital currency dubbed Crypto-Rial. The Crypto-Rials will be minted by the Central Bank of Iran, and the institution will decide the maximum supply of the currency. The infrastructure and the guidelines for the CBDC have been finalized and it will be piloted in the near future. Users will be able to make transactions with the CBDC only within the territory of Iran. However, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin will not be treated as legal tender in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Discussing regulatory matters related to the storage and exchange of cryptocurrencies, Iran's Deputy Minister of Communications, Reza Pagheri, emphasized that Iran does not recognize payments with cryptocurrencies. Genies, a non-fungible token platform, raised $150 million in its recent funding round led by private equity firm Silver Lake to further its Web3 ambitions. The US-based company's latest funding round values it at $1 billion, the company said on Tuesday. This investment will help support it as it provides tools to create and sell characters online. In May last year, Genies raised a $65 million round led by Mary Meeker's Bond Capital with participation from Dapper Labs, Polychain, Coinbase Ventures, Hashkey and others. That's all in the bulletin for now. Keep watching Crypto TV.